Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz. And guys, I am here to talk about one of the most controversial things in the sport of boxing that took place this past Saturday night. I was in Puerto Rico, in Valhalla, Puerto Rico, enjoying and watching my hometown fighter destroy Gabriel Goyal Valenzuela. So while all that was going on the other side, way across the pond, man, I'm in Puerto Rico and this thing is happening in New York. Tank and Roach put on a really solid fight, if you ask me. I looked at a fight earlier today and both guys had some pretty close rounds. A lot of rounds where both guys were nip and tuck. Excellent exchanges. Both guys hitting each other with thunderous shots. And it's amazing to see a 130-pound fighter, a champion in that weight class, come up in weight and be able to stand toe-to-toe with Tank and exchange with him and be able to take Tank shots and fire back no problem. And I was one of those fans and people that didn't give Roach a chance. He's coming up in weight, and Tank has a history of fighting fighters, going up in weight, dropping rehydration clauses on them, instead of fighting guys his weight class, like a Andy Cruz, a Shakur, for example. So he decided to fight Lamont Roach, who was the WBA champion at 130 pounds. Here he comes, Roach going up, fighting Tank. And we all expecting for Tank to knock him out viciously, the way, Tank does it. Who's one of the hardest punchers in boxing, one of the most popular fighters in boxing right now, one of the face of boxing. And usually when Tanks hit you good, you get hurt or put to sleep. And in this case, Lamont Roach, from 130, going up to 135 to fight Tank, the naturally smaller fighter, took the shots of Tank, fought back, and at the end of the day, we got ourselves a really competitive fight. Early rounds, from round 1 through round 6, I gave the first round to Roach. After that, I gave the next 4 rounds to Tank. 7, 8, I gave it to Roach. And the last 3 rounds, I gave it to Roach. But it was a close fight, though. It was a close fight. Now, the situation that has blown up the internet and blown up boxing world, it's not about the fight. The fight was good. The draw, the draw is okay. It was a really good competitive fight. A lot of close rounds. But this is the kicker. Tank took a knee. In a close fight that was scored a draw, Tank took a knee that the referee did not count as a knockdown. And based on my experience and knowledge in boxing, doesn't matter what situation occurred, once your knee touched the canvas or a glove touched the canvas, the referee must count it as a knockdown. No matter if you got hit or not, you took a knee. Now, I was watching the fight, and right before Tank took a knee, Roach flashed about a couple jabs to the face of Tank. And after the second jab, Tank rubbed his eye for a second, look at the ref, and turned away and took a knee. And he took a knee because he said something was bothering his eye, grease got in his face, so he took the knee. That way he can get a timeout, so he can go to his corner and allow his corner to give him a towel so he can wipe off that grease. But the referee never called timeout. Tank did this during a fight. There's no timeouts in boxing. Unless what Tank was supposed to do in this situation, if something was bothering him or whatever, he should have signaled to the ref instead of just taking a knee. Because when you take a knee, no matter what's going on, when you take a knee, you're showing the referee that you're surrendering. You're surrendering. I'm taking the knee. The referee's supposed to automatically, no matter what fight it is, the referee, the rules of boxing, you take a knee, you must be counted. A standing 8 count. You cannot just stop fighting, take a knee, turn around, go to your corner, get a towel, or grab a water. No, that's never been done in boxing. When you take a knee, the ref is supposed to come in and count. Doesn't matter if you got hit or not. You took a knee, the ref's supposed to come in and do his job and count. I'm gonna show you guys a video, man. One second. Got it right here for you guys.
Se cuenta de pie. Eso el público no lo sabe, pero tú sí. Si tal vez una mano que te ha hecho daño, pones una rodilla en el suelo, te cuento, te recuperas y a pelear. Vos, ¿de acuerdo? O sea, no te quedes recibiendo palos, porque entonces tengo que parar la pelea. ¿De acuerdo? Si hay un golpe que te hace daño por casualidad, que Dios no quiera, pon una rodilla en el suelo y te cuento. Sabes que en profesional no se cuenta de pie. Eso el público no lo sabe, pero tú sí. Si tal vez una mano que te ha hecho daño, pones una rodilla en el suelo, te cuento, te recuperas y a pelear. Vos, ¿de acuerdo? O sea, no te quedes recibiendo palos, porque entonces tengo que parar.
And the thing is, the referee, Steve Willis, I think that's his name, he started counting. He started counting. He got to, I believe, 3, and then he stopped to talk to Tank and I guess explain to him, you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't do it again. You can't do that, because if you do that, you take a knee, I have to count you. I have to count you. I have to count it as a knockdown. Don't do that. And you're hearing Willis talk to Tank, and you can hear those words. You can hear him telling Tank, do not do that, because if you do it, I'm going to have to count it as a knockdown. And the thing is, he was counting. The referee was counting, and he stopped. When Mayweather, years ago, he had a fight, and he was on the offense, and he threw a left hook to the body of his opponent, and he grimaced in pain. He turned around, took the knee, got up, and the reason he took the knee was so that the referee can come in and, of course, pause the fight for a second so that he can come in and count Floyd, give him the standing 8 count. And that's what happened. The referee started counting automatically. So when Tank took that knee, Steve was supposed to start counting, which he did. You look at the fight close and you look at the referee close, he started counting for Tank. And when he got 3, he stopped so that he can compensate to Tank, don't do it because I'm going to have to count it as a knockdown. Doesn't matter what was going on with Tank, man. Tank was supposed to get counted. That was supposed to be called a knockdown. No matter if he got hit with a punch. Doesn't matter if he got hit or not. You took a knee. Rules of boxing. You deserve a standing 8 count. Doesn't matter. I've seen boxers step back without getting punched. They took a knee, and guess what happened? The referee started counting. Due to they're tired, they can't take the pressure of their opponent, so guess what? They step back, take a knee, so that the referee can come in and count and separate the fighter that's coming at him. But in Tank's case, like I said, 2 jabs by Roach. Flicked 2 jabs. The second one, he rubbed his eye for a second, looked away, turned around, took the knee, and ran to his corner to grab a towel to wipe something off his face. And then the thing is, Tank did it again. Like, before he came out the second round, he grabbed the towel and wiped his face off again. And the referee's telling him, come, hurry up. I mean, they say boxing has corruption, and Tank is one, like I said, Tank is one of the biggest faces in boxing, one of the most popular fighters in boxing. And to give this fight a draw, in a fight that Tank was supposed to be counted, after he took that knee, it just shows the corruption because Tank is a big face, he's a big name, he was the favorite coming in, no one gave Roach a chance, and surprisingly, it became a much more competitive fight to the point that they give it a draw, and they did not score a knockdown, which would have gave Roach the victory. It was a very disappointing situation. The referee, the experience that Steve Willis has, he was supposed to give Tank that count, man. Give Tank that count. And never lose sight of focus on that. He was supposed to be all on top of that. And that's my take on it, man. Good competitive fight. But Tank took that knee, he was supposed to get counted. It was supposed to be called a knockdown. You can't turn your back on the referee. You can't turn your back on your opponent. Keep your hands up at all times. Protect yourself at all times. And you cannot take a knee, no matter what the situation is. No matter what the situation is, you cannot just take a knee. Because guess what? The referee's gonna count you. And the referee that was in that fight with Tank and Roach was supposed to count Tank, give him a standing 8 count. And that's just how it's supposed to be. It's the rules of boxing. There's no timeout in the ring. There's no timeout in boxing. You want to signal to the ref if something's wrong with you, do so. Let him call timeout, but don't take a knee because you're going to get counted. But in this situation, Tank was not counted out. He was not counted. And for that reason, Roach was not awarded a 10-8 round in the fight, which would have, with the result of a draw, would have given Roach possibly a split decision victory over Gervonta Tank Davis. But based on what I've heard and sources, that New York, because the fight took place in Brooklyn, the New York State Athletic Commission has looked into the controversial situation, and based on what I've read and heard, that they're going to reverse the decision, which will allow Roach to get the big victory over Tank, and of course Tank to get first loss of his career. So, I guess you can say justice has been served. It's not official yet, but that's what they're saying. Now they're saying also a rematch may happen, and that'll be interesting to watch as well, because it was a good fight. The only problem was that Tank took the knee and it was never counted. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section below. Did Tank deserve to get counted by taking the knee, or what he did was correct? Was fine, take a knee. Excuse me, please. Let me get my towel. Let me rub my grease off the face. Yeah. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to sit down right here and talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.